I didn't even want to make this list. If you told me a year ago these 7 handguns would end up dominating the market, I would have laughed. 3 of them I openly argued against. 1 nearly got cut entirely. But everywhere I went, the same pattern kept showing up. The shift happened quietly. Range talk changed. Gun counters started restocking the same models over and over, while hyped pistols just sat there. Guys I respected weren't just trying these. They were selling off old favorites to fund them. I watched it happen. More than once. None of these are perfect. Everyone has flaws. I've criticized most of them. But that's exactly why this matters. These pistols didn't win because they were trendy. They won because people kept buying them anyway. By the end, you can see the market already made up its mind. Second Saturday in January, I lost a side bet at the local range. The place was packed. Cold weather, but plenty of regulars making noise. Winner picks your pistol for the next run. My buddy grins and slides his Walther PDP across the bench. I'd always shrugged off the PDP, chalked it up as just more internet noise. Never something to take seriously. Pressure's on, everyone's watching, and I'm half expecting it to fumble. But first pull is crisp, sights come up sharp, and by the second mag, my groups are cleaner than anything I'd managed in weeks. The crowd that started out heckling gets quiet. Halfway through, 2 guys ask if they can run it after me. I'm watching my score climb and wondering why I ever doubted it. When we break, I overhear guys at the next table swapping stories about the local shop, having to restock PDPs twice in January. One mentions the owner put up a sign, "Ask about the next shipment." Nobody's bragging, but more shooters want a piece of it. That's when you know it's not just talk. Dealers are hustling to keep up, and shooters are buying faster than anyone predicted. PDP isn't just popular, it's dominating right now. Funny thing about the Rival, nobody's discounting it. This February, I checked every dealer in town, kept an eye on the online shops, even bugged a couple of owners I know. Price never moved, no markdowns, no holiday leftovers, not even a buy now sticker. All month, every Rival sat at full ticket while everything else around it blinked on sale. I figured maybe I could score a used one, but the last 3 I watched sold right at retail. No haggling, just quick handshakes and cash. Even the guys who usually bargain won't play with these. One owner told me straight, if you want a deal, look somewhere else. No bundle, no rebate, no promo, just buyers showing up and paying what's on the tag. It's weird. Most guns eventually crack under pressure. This one just keeps its head. He's nearly gone and the price hasn't blinked. Doesn't matter who walks in the door, they're getting the same answer and still buying. I kept waiting for it to cool off. It hasn't. I thought it would slow down. It didn't. I don't love admitting that. Ready to move forward or want more bite. RXM hit the bestseller charts last December, but I barely blinked. Didn't expect it to matter, figured it was another flash in the pan. Then January rolls in, and every range trip turns into an RXM show and tell. The twist? Nobody's leaving these guns stock. Comped barrel here, chop slide there. Somebody else rocking a new frame and grip job. It's like the gun's allergic to staying the same 2 weeks running. Guys aren't just shooting them. They're tearing them apart. Trading slides, swapping guts, running parts I've never even seen before. One buddy's chasing trigger feel. Another's built his for deep carry. Third guy is already on his second Cerakote. Every time I see one, it's changed hands. Changed shape, changed purpose. What gets me? I swore I didn't need another project gun. Said it to myself last week, even out loud once or twice. But last night I was deep in a parts forum, pricing frames and scribbling down color combos I never thought I'd mess with. I don't even like modular pistols. Didn't stop me from almost pulling the trigger on a new build at 2 in the morning. RXM isn't just selling, it's pulling guys like me into the undertow. I still haven't figured out if I regret it. I've always been a Glock guy. Loyalty's stubborn like that. So when the Echelon started showing up, I brushed it off. Didn't matter that every week, another friend showed up to the range with one. They'd tease, swap holsters, share parts, but I stuck to my lane. It finally boiled over at our February match. My best friend crushed the stage. then shoved his Echelon at me before I could leave the line. "You're shooting this!" No debate. The whole squad watched. I ran it just to get them off my back, and hated how solid it felt. The trigger's sharp, the recoil's soft. The grip actually made sense. Couldn't stand how quickly it messed with my head. Within days, the group chat was nothing but Echelon setups, photos, and links. Nobody wanted to talk about my old Glock. Another 2 friends picked up their own before the weekend was out. The more I held my ground, the more it felt like I was the one left behind. I still haven't bought an Echelon. I don't want to. But every week it's the same feeling. Loyalty doesn't stop the ground from shifting under your boots. I hate admitting it. And the pistol, coming up next, it never lost its grip for a second. Walked into a training class last week. 30 people, cold morning, everyone unloading at the benches. I looked up and half the line had 19 Gen 5s, some fresh out of the box, some beat to hell, 1 or 2 with new slides or worn out sights. Nobody was talking about it. Nobody had to. It was just the gun that showed up. Got loaded, got run through drills. No debate, no fanfare. The instructor didn't mention brands, just nodded at the pile of Glocks stacked on the mats. New shooters grabbed them for familiarity. Guys renewing permits brought the same Gen 5s they've been carrying for years. It's the one pistol that floats through hands, rentals, hand-me-downs, and still keeps its spot. Even with the V-Series out, nobody's tossing the old gun in a drawer. You notice every so often someone brings a V to class. Curious, maybe hopeful, but by the second hour, that same shooter's running their Gen 5 again. I didn't see a single used one in the case that afternoon. Shop said they go the day they're traded in. No arguments, no hype, no switching back and forth. It's still the default. Everything else rotates. This one doesn't. Last week I stopped at a diner off the highway. Couple trucks out front, breakfast rush inside, regulars with worn holsters clipped on belts. When guys stood up or shifted in their seats, I kept seeing the same outline under flannels and hoodies. Shield Plus. Over and over. Not staged, not flashy, just there. One guy set his jacket down and dropped his Shield Plus next to his wallet like it was nothing special. Another checked his mag at the counter. Slide scuffed, grip worn smooth. Holster stretched from years of the same draw. Nobody glanced twice. It wasn't a showpiece, it was routine. What stuck with me was this. Nobody carrying one looked like they were testing it out. No curiosity, no debate, settled. Later that afternoon, at the range, same pattern. Used ones don't sit in the case. Trade-ins disappear fast. You see new guns come and go. Hype for a month, maybe 2. This one doesn't leave. It's not loud. It's not trendy. It just stays on belts. And if this feels unstoppable, the one sitting at the top is on another level entirely. Lately, it's not the gun shop shelves or range talk that give away what's really trusted. It's the quiet spaces where nobody's trying to impress. Over the past month, the X-Macro keeps turning up where it actually matters. You spot one in a bedside holster, finish worn down from night after night getting set within reach. Next day, a neighbor's truck console flips open, and there's another mag pouch, stretched, slide marked up, not a safe queen in sight. At the gas station, a guy behind the counter shifts his jacket, and you catch that grip. Holster's old, screws a little rusty, but it's the X-Macro riding close to the body. Over at a buddy's place, you see one sitting by the front door. No fuss, just a tool that gets grabbed every time he heads out. The wear is real. Triggers polished smooth, controls slick from hundreds of draws. There wasn't some loud shift or moment of hype, but one day I realized I hadn't seen anything else in weeks. It didn't win loud, it just replaced things. You never hear anyone bragging about buying theirs. No big unboxing, no show-off range days. But everywhere you go, when it comes down to what's actually close, what gets kept where it matters, this is the one. Nobody needed convincing. It's simply the gun people keep closest. This list was never about the best pistol on paper. It was about what the market wouldn't let us ignore. I watched it happen. Slow, stubborn, but real. Some of these still bug me. There's at least one on here I've never fully trusted. And I'll say this, not all of these spots feel safe. So which one doesn't belong? Which one's overrated? And what's already selling out where you live? I want real stories. Call me out. argue, prove me wrong. I'm Steve. The market's already moving. You either see it or you don't.